Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start with a quick presentation about the club and what we want to try and achieve together as a team of coaches and parents and players. Okay, so a quick slide about me. For those that are just joining the club that don't know who I am, I'm Tim Wareing. I've played football all my life up to amateur level. Started coaching at the young age of 18 and developed and then started coaching at Lisburn Distillery. Here's one of my mentors right in front of us, the gaffer, Paul Kirk. At the time, I was one of the youngest to receive the UFA licence qualification in Northern Ireland at the age of 24. And I haven't updated this slide yet. I've been coaching now 25 years. Some people might query that I started at 18. Maybe they think I might have started coaching at 8. The TW Sports as an organisation, we celebrated 16 years in business this year and have published 4 books that have sold in over 30 different countries around the world. So it's great that our programme goes not just here in Northern Ireland but also as well further afield globally. Just a wee bit about SC Braga. You know, I don't want to stand up here too long, but there'll be some people that don't realise the link. I mean, one of the main processes, first of all, they as a club, they're now known as one of the big 4 in Portugal. Can anybody name any of the other 3 big clubs in Portugal? Sporting Lisbon, well done, Luke. Benfica. And Porto, who's that? Jason, well done. So Braga have joined that top 4 clubs in Portugal. Their stadium is known as the Quarry, or the Toolbox. The reason how it was designed was for the Euro 2004s. They went into the mountainside with dynamite and blew it up. And you'll see behind each goal, there's a big wall, it's a rock climbing wall behind one of the goals. The 2 stands are joined by these wires that go across. But it's such a beautiful and unique stadium. So if you haven't seen it, go on the YouTube. You'll see a lot of times when they're playing in Europe, the visiting teams will be kicking the balls up really high to see if they can get the ball to hit one of the wires and stuff. But it is a beautiful stadium. I've been fortunate enough to see Champions League games in it. They defeated Arsenal in the Champions League going back a good few years. Sorry, Aaron, I know you support Arsenal. We also got to see them play Manchester United in the Champions League, where that night they had full night failure as well. But it's a beautiful club, really nice stadium, and you can see their history. They were the last team that went in their Total Cup in 2008. They reached the final UEFA Europa League in 2011 in Dublin, and that was when they qualified the following season, 12-13, and they were in Manchester United's group. The history, the manager went and watched Arsenal. Here's the Arsenal connection again, that you like this story, Aaron. Went to Highbury and was that impressed with how well Arsenal played football. He came back and Braga's kit was changed to look like the Arsenal kit with the red and the white sleeves. There's a nice stat for you. Now the other thing of why I went and met a good friend of mine at the time, he was coaching at Benfica. We met him on a club visit in Holland and we kept in contact, and then he was made the assistant academy director of Braga. And we got talking with the idea of about setting up a project, and he understood why I wanted maybe to get a link with Braga. I thought, well, yes, I know we're a pro club, but why is it so big that you want this to happen? Well, one of the big things when we set up this project back in 2013, we didn't want to align ourselves with an area in Northern Ireland for obvious reasons. We didn't want to be perceived to be one side of the community to the other. We wanted to become known as one of the most inclusive clubs. And with aligning ourselves with Braga, that has helped us achieve that. And that started back in 2013. So we've got a holistic approach that we're interested in developing the whole person. So it's not just a player, it's also about developing them as a human being. And we wanted to evolve how youth football is delivered in Northern Ireland. The big things that we wanted to do that was through increasing contact time with players and making a family and a player-centred environment. So we'll look to go and try and have as many sessions of up to 5 sessions per week, along with a competitive match day programme. There's a player passport, which we've now turned into an app. That's something that we're going to discuss in more detail with you as we kick the new season off, whereby the players will get their wee reward and wristbands where they can get up to 5 stars for each session that they attend. So we don't want to just focus on maybe who's the most developed player now. It's also encouraging attendance, work rate, behaviour and dedication at the club. And again, just touching on that, You'll see there that we try to track and monitor the minutes per game, and that's what this new app will help us do from a staffing point of view, and also we encourage the players to maintain that as well. And we want them to take ownership in terms of seeing how much they attend training, seeing also as well what time they're going to bed at, what time they're getting up, what they're eating, and also their mood and how they're behaving. And we'll try and always give 2 reports and feedback well to parents throughout the season from our staff as well, and set goals short term and long term. And that's a little slogan that we like to stick by, is creating better players and creating better people. And that's something that means a lot to us, as not just as a club, but also individuals of all the coaching team, that we want to make sure that your son or daughter becomes not just a better player, but a better person when they're at our club. Okay, so back to this photo. This photo was taken back in 2015, and the players from left to right, you've got Ethan McGee that's lying down on the bag, you've got Spencer Beattie in the middle, and then on the right, with a big smile, Hassan Arari. And these boys spent 2 years at the club. Spencer was with us for close to 6 years at the club. Back then they would have been about aged 14. And as I say, this photo was in the changing room of the Sunderland Academy, at the Academy Elite, I think they call it. And you just wonder, what journey do these players take from being with us from the age of 12 right through to the age of 15. They're now aged 18, and I think we've got a little message from 1 or 2 of them.
Hi everyone, Ethan McGee here. Just thought I'd pop on and say a few things about myself and my time at TW Braga. So I remember joining TW Braga during the 2014-2015 season. I remember that really well because we had won the Lisbon League that year, which was a great achievement for myself and was a great learning curve. I especially remember the 1v1 with Tim, which was unbelievable. It was top class coaching from Tim. Even to this day I still try and carry out as much as the drills and skills as I can to improve my footwork. I'm currently playing for Dungannon Swifts senior team. And I had to sign my first professional contract last season, which was a big achievement for myself and for my family. Signing my first professional contract was something I was looking to achieve for a long time at Dungannon Swifts. So now that I have it, it's just about working hard and to keep improving. And a bit of advice for the young lads is just to keep working hard, keep improving, keep listening to your coaches, and never settle. Always want more, and keep working hard. Thank you very much.
Hi, it's Spencer Beattie here. I'd like to wish you all a fantastic evening and good luck to all the players and their awards. I enjoyed many years at Braga working alongside some of the top coaches and some top players. My time at Braga, I won one league title, went across the water and played against some top level teams, and enjoyed 2 years captaining the side. My current club is Ballymena United, where I've recently signed a 2-year professional contract and made my Irish League debut at the age of 16. My advice to young players today would be to take advantage of all of Tim's coaching sessions and to put 100% into each one. Again, have a lovely evening and good luck to all your awards.
Say is that we couldn't do this season if it wasn't for all the support that we have from you, and you'll play such a big part. With the children and the players, what we look for them is to try and create a platform for them to enjoy their football, for them to develop, but also at the same time be challenged as well and learn this game. Parents, we wouldn't be able to do it without your support and the dedication that you give in terms of travelling 3-4 times a week to get your son or daughter to training and the matches as well. And honestly, you'll play a big part with your guidance and support to make it a successful season here at the club. And what we'll do now, we've got a wee message now from our pastoral care, Stephen Jones.
Well, good evening to the TW Braga family. My name's Steve Jones. part of the Pastoral Care team and also the wider team here at Braga. So yeah, unfortunately, circumstances have meant that I can't be there tonight, which is always a sad thing. At these, not being there at the awards ceremony, it's always great to be there, and see all that's went on throughout the year and the awards and stuff like that. I've been a part of TW Braga at many different levels, whether it's been toddler soccer or coaching and pastoral care for, I would say, 6 years maybe, thereabouts. And it's been an absolute joy and a privilege to join with the team, the coaches and so on there, and to be a part of it. I do just want to make a few notes and say, coaches, you don't always see what they put in the background and the passion that's involved in them. They do amazing job, and I can only just say, how amazing they do, being involved in some of the background conversations and seeing some of the effort that they put in, week out, and they deserve the support that they get from the parents and the players, and as much support as they can get from you. To the parents, I know it's a lot of effort just to get kids out of the house. I can know that from my own personal experience, but also to send them to football every week, and the effort that you put in, and also the players, as I watch you train all the time, and the stuff that you do, and learning your skills and doing all the things in the matches and everything else. So what a great team we have and a great family we have here at TW Braga, and I just want to encourage that and say, look, let's continue to stand together, to support each other, and encourage each other as much as we can. My role in the pastoral care side of things is to be there for you, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or even through the circumstances that you face throughout life, the ups and downs, whether that be at school, whether it be as parents, whether it be as coaches. I just simply want you to know I'm here as an ear to listen, as a shoulder to cry on, or if there's anything that I can do, even as a signpost towards maybe counselling or different needs that you may have, as you face the different things that we all face or face in life there. And so I want you to know that we're here for you, and I'll be continuing to pray for you, continue to cheer you on in the background. My details are in the book, but also you can access them through just getting in contact with Tim or any of the coaches there for you, and just to let you know that I'm here for you if I can. I don't want to go on too long and bore you too much. Tim has probably already done that already, joke. But just to let you know that I'm here for you, and if there's anything I could do for you in the future, please feel free to get in touch, and we'll certainly do what we can for you. But look, I hope you have a great evening and a great night, and we pray just that you, whether it's the guys who have received the rewards or just you who are involved in part of the family, just to know that we're cheering you on and that we're here for you the whole time. But have a good night and a good evening.
one's in a fountain. But there's a reason that we don't tempt fate and we wish it down, down, down. There's a reason. Why do we try to move these mountains? But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone. But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone. But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone.
Hi Braga, how are you? What's the crack? I hope you are well like me. Look at this. I am at the Museum of the Louvre, very nice area, close to the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, the Champs-Élysées, so very nice. You have to come. You have to come because the most important, the woman and the beer is so cheap and so amazing. So come. Anyway, I hope everybody will have a good year. Okay, I wish the football will be good for you and the school too. And I miss you so much. I miss the Northern Ireland, the beautiful weather of the Northern Ireland. So I have to come as soon as possible. Okay, so all the best and see you soon. Bye. Au revoir tout le monde. À bientôt.
Everybody who has filmed games for us. Michelle never missed a 2010 game. And we've had so many people film at different age groups. I think Emma there has taken over the role at the 2011s, and a few others who have done it at other age groups. And it makes such a good thing because at dinners like this, it means that every age group can sit back and watch these highlights, and it's brilliant memories that these children will have as they grow up and the young adults. So I'm going to first of all welcome up our previous head of year for 2014 and 15, which is Jordan. Unfortunately, Katie and Caitlin, they both are unavailable today because of their jobs. So Jordan's going to do the presentations and say a few words for the 2014 and 15s.
Well, for this year, it was a bit up and down at the start. We started off very strong in the league. Our first few games, we were beating teams in double figures, and we decided we'll have to step it up a bit and get the boys more of a challenge. This made it a lot more of a challenge for the boys, and that's when they really started to learn to play their football together as a team. Some of the boys in the squad, it's their first year playing in football, and to think that they went to Linfield Summer Cup tournament unbeaten and to win the first place final was absolutely brilliant. I think just alone the boys deserve a round of applause for that. For next season, I will be taking the 2012 team, and the boys have been left in very safe hands with Katie and Caitlin, who unfortunately can't make it. We'll have Bobby Murphy there to oversee the section as well. So I'm sure the boys will be excited to see some of their goals. So without further ado, we'll play our little video and see some of the highlights, and we'll call the boys up as well then.
So much in love with you, baby. much in love with you. So much in love with you, baby, till I don't want.
So if all the boys from the 14 and 15 squad can come on up and we'll get their medal handed out to them.
Let's give a big round of applause.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Team's been going to a team, and Paul got a penalty down there against the Playing for the Future team, and the boys and Ava as well was there at the time. Played brilliant, all 3 matches, close games, like they weren't disgraced at all. Then again, stop, a few months, and so looking forward to the season again starting, and very excited. We've got a new bunch of players in. Got Harley and Harrison have joined, Thomas has joined, and Harry has come in from 2012 as well. So brilliant bunch of kids now to start the new season off, and same thing too, not one player is the same. Great start to the season today. We win for them, boost their confidence. After again summer tournament there, big step up. Moved in the 7-a-side, much bigger pitch. Took them a couple of matches to get going, but some results didn't go their way, and we're very, very unlucky in the final. But super proud of them all, and congratulations to them, and hopefully we can go really far next season. Start the league. I had a couple of wee individual awards for them there last week, just for the tournament over the summer, top goal scorer, player of the tournament, and a best defender there too. But I felt quite bad, because everybody deserves something there too, especially team captain. I've given to Oliver, and he played brilliant through the whole tournament. He played brilliant every single game for us as well, and felt bad that he didn't get a wee trophy there last week too. So congratulations to Oliver, and keep going. You're the wee captain, and you're brilliant example for every player in the team, and you're the youngest in the team now, and all the players are looking up at him, and he gives us all every training session, every match too. So yeah, looking forward to it, as I say, and thank you.
Just bear with me 1 minute. I should offer an apology to James's parents, because my second night of training we were at Arnold Park, and I was getting to know the boys and the parents as well, to be honest with you. So here I was giving an example on the way it should have been done, and I went with full length on them face. I was lying there and I says to myself, what am I going to do, because this is embarrassing. And I shouted, and the kids started coming over to me, and I says, everybody get down, there's a sniper in them trees. So any time after that, if there's somebody happened, no matter who it was, fell, all you heard was sniper, and everybody was dropping all over the pitch, you know. But more important, and I'm quite sincere in saying this, because I'm saying with my background and what I've came through, to be honest with you, there's will be people, will be clubs that will be coming to speak to your children about leaving what the setup is here and going to try the Irish League clubs and things like that there. So I'm making an appeal to you guys, listen, you'll not get any better than what you will at Tim Wareing. the FC Braga and also saying about the football team in general. Sorry about that. Thank you very much.
They're all brilliant kids so they are, and just looking forward to going to the next few games. Seeing where it takes us. Okay? Thanks very much, everyone.
The last season I was taking the 15s and the 14s, and there was a little player, Adam, in the team, and I'm now having the joy of taking his big brother Ben as well. So just to start off with the first few awards, I want to invite Ben up first of all to get his little Trainee of the Week award. We've got this here for him. Come on, Ben. Don't be shy.
Come on, Ben.
Miroslav up as well for his Man of the Match award for yesterday. So I've called these boys up nice and early because this is a new team for me, so unfortunately I don't have a lot to say for this squad. But I can say I'm very excited for the new season ahead, as they're a great bunch of kids, and I've got Paul Kirk to help me as a coach as well, which is a great guy to have there. So let's all give a round of applause for the boys, and we'll have them coming up and we'll get their highlights on as well.
Catch a car parked to his flat. There's no romance. Sprawled out across the couch. Can't even make us face out. An angel ritual. She said, if you dance with me, darling, if you take me home, we'll be talking till morning. Sometimes I go to you, and sometimes I see you smiling. She said, we'll be talking till morning.
Me all right from the back of the room. I've been sort of noted for my voice, and that's just the way it is with me. Just I'm a growler, and the boys know that. But I think deep down they know that I'm with them 100%, and I'll support everything that they do. I've got a fantastic bunch. I've got clowns, I've got soldiers, I've got magicians, I've got everybody in that team, and that's what you need to have a really good team. You need an array of talent, and we have it in abundance in the 2011s. It's great that we've got the 2012s and the 2011 group combined, because it means then we can keep an eye on the development, and if some of them need to drop down or some need to come up, well then we can do that, and it keeps everything floating along as well. We also arrange games on a Sunday now, so that if there's not enough match time for most of the boys, then we can give them a game on a Sunday, which brings the match time up, which is what they need to be with the rest of the group. So the awards that Jordan handed out for man of the match and for trainer of the week started off with Mars bars. It used to be we played a game and it used to be Mars bars, and some of the parents were kind enough to come in with like 14 Mars bars. Jackie done it a few times, and I know like Bobby's parents done it a few times, and Ethan's parents done it a few times, and I've done it a few times myself. But then it got to the stage where the tears were coming. We thought it would be a good idea to make it competitive. You know, you got to win. If the only winners get the Mars bars. Then it become too competitive. And the tears and all, and the sulking, and the kicking the ball away, and the arguing start. So we decided maybe not such a good idea. So we decided to buy wee trophies and just say trainer of the week and man of the match. And I've got two for the 2011s, which we'll present when we're doing the rest of the trophies. The 2011s had a great wee tournament in the Linfield Cup. Fabulous the way they went on. We played the final at the Dome, and it's probably, for anybody who was there, it's probably one of the best finals that I've seen, and I've been involved in the game, and Bobby's been involved in the game for many, many years. And it's probably one of the best games that I've been involved in, where it went to penalties, and the three nominated players either scored or missed, and then it went to sudden death, which left 8 other players from each side to play. And each one scored until it came to the very last one. And I kept my secret weapon to the last. The smallest man on the pitch. A real devil. And I said, he came around to me and he says to me, can I hit this one? I said, oh, you hit the last one. Because I didn't want him to be in that position where if he did miss, he was going to feel sad about it. So I thought we would have won it before then. But we got to the last one and he came and he says, that's mine now, it's mine now. And he set the ball down the spot. And I know his father has admitted his father had butterflies in the stomach when he was running up to hit it, and he buried it bottom corner. And away he went. Arms going and he run. Forgot that they had still a penalty to take. So we just hadn't quite won it at that point. But with a secret weapon, so I had, because we've been doing penalties for the last 3 weeks, and we found that Kai was just literally impossible to beat. So Kai was in nets, and we needed a big save at the right time, and Kai went and produced it to win the cup for them. So it was a marvellous occasion for each and every one. Now, that sort of inspired me. So it did. And when you get to my age and you get inspiration, when you're going to write a poem, it's best to write it down, because when you think of the first line and then you add the second line, you forgot what the first line was. So I had to write all this down, and I took a dictaphone, is it you call them? I took one to my bedroom, and every so often I used to get this idea and I should talk into it. Tell her thanks. She was snoring at times. So I wrote this wee poem. So I did for them. And I'll finish it with this. It's called The Class of 2021. Now it goes like this. So how did the Linfield Cup go for us? Well, they all played their part without any fuss. Now we lost a few players off the pastures green, but the rest stood together like a well-oiled machine. With Ben like a rock, and Riley the wall, Big Matthew in the middle, we all had a ball. Playmaker Harry, oh what good feet, and we dancing feet Bobby, we sure were a treat. Quiet man Jacob, oops, did I just hear him speak? Big strong Zach, the team near complete. Oliver the dribbler, as only he can, and Robbie the net buster, they stood strong to a man. Penalty King Kai, that's right, safe hands for sure, and an even quieter man Seth pulled off saves galore. Now that brings me to the backup bunch, with wee Jason full of energy and tackles he'd crunch. Ethan, Maxie, Matthew, those three names all played their part and sometimes in the games. And finally Miroslav, what can I say? A big happy chappy who just loves to play. All in all, the boys played their part. From the back to the front, they were a true work of art. The skills that they showed, the play and approach, makes me and Jordan proud to say, we are your coach.
Do you think about me? Do you think about us? Do you think about me? Do you think about us? Pure emotion, let it burn like fire. Do you yearn for a change? And I hope that you learn to never make the same mistake. Do you think about me when you're all alone? When the tide comes in, tell me, where will you go? Do you think about us when you're feeling low? Do you think about us? How does it feel now that I'm gone? How does it feel to get low? How does it feel now you're alone? How does it feel to feel low? How does it feel? Do you think about me? How does it feel? Do you think about us? How does it feel? Do you think about me? How does it feel? Do you think about us? Your regret now, does it hurt? In the confusion, that things have stayed the same, and I know now I've learned to never make the same mistake. Do you think about me when you're all alone? When the tide comes in, tell me, where will you go? Do you think about us when the sky is low? Do you think about us? How does it feel now that I'm gone? How does it feel to get low? How does it feel now you're alone? How does it feel to feel low? How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? Will you call me tonight? Will you call me tonight? How does it feel? Got a feel in your mind, these will never be the same. Emotion, let it burn. I'll never make the same mistake. How does it feel? How does it feel to get low? How does it feel now you're alone? How does it feel to feel low? How does it feel? Do you think about me? How does it feel? Do you think about us? How does it feel? Do you think about me? How does it feel? Do you think about us? How does it feel?
This is the first time I've actually done any public speaking. Usually when I try and plan speeches or something like that there, I pre-plan it, have it all written down, and then I end up lifting Michelle's shopping list, which ends up with bread and milk at the top, you know, and then in defence we've got my stuff for the lunch, you know, so it never works out quite well, but just off the back of a great season for the 2009s is truly magnificent. You know, I came in with, took over from Norman, and a team totally dejected and, you know, had no belief, you know, and they get these boys playing, you know, and having belief in themselves. When I first took them over, I said to them all, I says, you know, listen guys, you need to dream, you need to believe, and you need to achieve, and don't let anybody tell you you can't achieve the goals you set, because you can if you put the right mindset to it. But from then on, we enjoyed our football, played some great football, and we went seven games unbeaten. We got beat twice, you know. So that in itself, I mean, it was a true, you know, great achievement for the boys, you know. So now looking forward to the season ahead, you know, with the combination of the 2010s and 9s. It's exciting times, because I know from Coach Tim what a great bunch of lads he's coached in the 2010 group. Some great players, you know, plenty of energy, skill, and great passion. It makes it a lot easier to coach as well. So really pleased with how the season's gone, and I'm excited for the new season. I'll just pass you over the pit. Do you want to say anything?
I wasn't expecting to get the mic, but I don't do very much. All I do is just turn up and assist the great work that Liam does, and I would just be there training anyway. So I just say, like, here, can I pick up the footballs and put the wee cones away and let you get on with the great work, and it's just been a joy to be involved in it. And fantastic coach, works hard, got a great group of boys, and fully believe in them. They're just a new team coming together, and they're merging well. First 11-a-side game today as well, and they worked really hard. They're so small in the big pitch, but it was just great. It's great to be part of it, and we're looking forward to a super season ahead and just assisting you in what you're doing there, bro. Thank you.
Also, I'd like to give a wee special mention to Paul Clark and Bobby Murphy for their guidance, and you know that they're worth their weight in gold. See any young coach coming through, these guys are just so approachable, and you know they give you so much. You know, a real credit to this club. So,
somebody's also.
Okay, we've got some highlights here. Paul Kirk, that I was fortunate enough to have as a mentor from the age of 24 at Distillery when I worked underneath him. To have him part of this team now just drives it forward with the standards that he also sets, as well as the experience that he offers. Bobby Murphy, UFA, and again the years of experience he has, and that's the kind of people that we want at the club, because we want to make sure it's a really good environment for all age groups to learn. And then on top of that, all the other head of years that we have and support staff, that it gives them environment for them to be able to grow in confidence and coaches themselves. And it's great to see that with everybody that we're going to bring forward to show appreciation. Likewise, the support staff that we have, right from our skills coach, our goalkeeper coach, our COVID officer, whose role always falls into like kits as well, that was organising, their education officer. There's just so many that bring this together, and it just offers such a great platform for your children to learn and reach out to with all the specialist staff that we've got. So I'm going to call them up, and this is a bit where I get nervous. I forget to mention someone, because I know there's a few that can't be here tonight. But we'll start off in age order from the eldest, so 2009 and 10. Can I have Liam and Pip come up? Our 2011 head of year, Paul Kirk. 2012 head of year, Jordan Young. 2013 coaches, Craig, Simpson and Graham. Unfortunately, Katie and Caitlin can't be with us tonight. Can I also call forward Bobby Murphy at heads our 2013 to 15. Our COVID officer, who's going to have to put her phone down now, Michelle. Our young goalkeeper, Coach Callum. And our education officer, Olga.
Everybody's savage.
Okay, I'm quickly scanning around the room to make sure I've remembered everybody that's here. I think there's obviously a few others that can't be here that play their part as well. You know, James Stafford, that's head of our sports science. Aaron, who's our conditioning coach based in England, that's done a lot of the online videos during lockdown. Our skills coach Sam, and our other young goalkeeper coach Nate, and of course Katie and Caitlin. Now, I was thinking, what could I get them that will really be useful and remind them about the club? And we thought we'll have to get them a pint glass that you're not allowed to use on Friday nights. So we've got a little personalised item for you, so I'll go and get that for you now. So just before I let these guys leave the stage, I mean, it's incredible the amount of work that they do for us. You know, they are planning sessions, delivering sessions, analysing. Well, Paul, don't worry. But also, like, all the hard work to do, the communication as well, because I'm always in their ear. We're putting ideas in our WhatsApp groups. You know, they do so much work on top of having their own families and their own full-time jobs as well. So we're sure massive appreciation to my dream team. Well done, thank you.
I'm staying with the safest one. Double facts.
we said goodbye, that's what you told me once. So many times we've made our peace, but this is love, I'll never give you up. I know you'll always come home to me. Like a river always running, I keep losing you. Like a fire always burning, I'll be here for you. If you're ready, heart is open, I'll be waiting. Come and find me. If you're searching for forever, I'll be waiting. Come and find me. I see you here in the darkness, blinding light, right where your heart is. If you're ready, heart is open, I'll be waiting. Come and find me.
Over the years. So they donated this trophy that we present each year to one of our players, and I'm going to ask Paul Kirk to get back up with his sore back. We're going to say a few words and present the next trophy.
I was unaware of this award until recently, until Tim's told me about it. And whenever I heard who had won it, I thought to myself, well, I couldn't go to a better person. Really could not. In terms of being with me for a period of time and coming from really grassroots, from, I'd have to say it, from not having a clue sometimes, used to be frustrating, to where he's come to now. The transformation is just truly remarkable. So it is remarkable in what he has achieved in a short space of time. And I was delighted to hear it. I encountered one of the best moments in the last 2 years when we went up to play at, was it Twinbrook? Some of the parents will remember this. And his performance at Twinbrook was outstanding. And we asked, who will get Man of the Match award? And the players all pointed to him and called his name out, and I never seen delight and joy in a person's face. We still had a video that he jumped all around the place, and he said, that's the first award I've won. Here's the second one, Kai.
You go to stand with the gaffer, and here's some highlights for you to enjoy for Kai.
You didn't wake up when we died. Since I was lonely from the start.
Trophy, and I mean, I suppose it's a special mention to all of our sponsors that you can see along the bottom there. Subway have sponsored us from day one for 8 years now. We're also fortunate as well to have Castlevale Joinery that sponsored our away kit, and Tiger has sponsored our new home kit as well. So we're very, very thankful, especially in this day and age when it is a difficult time for business. But this Subway achievement has been going from the first season. There's some great names that you'll see on the side of it, from Blake Bickerstaff, who's now at Arts Football Club, the Gaffer's grandson, Lewis Stewart, who's been a winner on it as well, and Hassan Harari, who we've talked about already, we're at Sheffield United. So very, very prestigious award. We want to give this award to a player that doesn't just only excel on the pitch, but also off the pitch. And again, like our slogan, creating better players, better people, that's a big thing that we look in. And you know, when we look at this, you know, this year's winner, maybe the player that did lack a little bit of confidence around lockdown and coming back. But the big thing is, when he came back in, he was probably the most consistent performer on the team as we went between now and the end of the season. And the qualities that he has will serve him well in life. They really will. He's just such a lovely boy. He puts everybody in front of him. He really does. He's a great team player, a great little personality, and such a hard little worker and a joy to be around. And always a smile on his face. And this year's winner, Charlie Bo Labrador.
So, just to finish that one off, we've had a round of applause for our coaches, our players, and our special education officer as well. But the one man who pulls all this together is Tim, so I think he deserves a special round of applause.
trying to move these mountains. There's a reason we go above and beyond when we find someone. And why do I throw coins in a fountain? But there's a reason that we don't tempt fate and we wish it down, down, down. There's a reason. Why do we try to move these mountains? But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone. But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone. But there's a reason we go above and beyond to find someone.
Here, Remy, you will do it with two of them, right? Number one, you're going to take it. You're going to take number two, I want you to squeeze it as hard as you can. Ready? Are you left-handed or right-handed? Right, so you take the ball, squeeze it as hard. Squeeze it hard in your hand. And then you go like this. And you look and go up and disappear. Over here. Alright?
But on Ben.
Alright.
See you later.